So I went ahead and took my own money and some of the patron money. Thank you, patrons, for helping us out. And I bought.
Hey, this is Dr. Trash Bag. Still getting things set up, but I'm to the point where I'm getting close to being done set up here. Apparently there's a new version of effective pass sheets, and I'm checking that out. See assist module bonus generator. With cooldown, okay. Yeah, all good stuff. Damage. The research looks fine, I guess. Oh, hey! We got some chatters already. The Big Bass, hey, appreciate joining our guild. Yeah, thanks for having me. You know, I was worried that I was gonna have a a guild week or trend or whatever you call it, where I wasn't gonna get the full point. So yeah, thank you for taking me in, and yeah, I definitely get the full. What is it, 25 to 35 points every time? You know, sometimes I'm not the quickest because I'm bad, and I take the missions on Sunday, and I think you're supposed to save them up until after 6 p.m. or whenever. All right, AK Games and Cool Doggy, the Big Bass. Thanks for coming in, guys. Appreciate it. But yeah, I was looking at effective pass sheets, and they want me to do Spotlight, Spotlight Plus, Chain Lightning damage. Then way down here is ILM and Poison Swamp. So yeah, it seems like ILM and Poison Swamp, and of course Spotlight and Chain Lightning, definitely the ways to go. Okay. Well, I don't know if I'll do that or not. I'm kind of surprised it's not telling me to spend more gems on cannon and stuff like that. That's what I was doing last time. It wants me to be more focused on ultimate weapons. Nice. Most of us get 35. Yeah, I always get 35. It's just, sometimes it takes me till Saturday or so. Yeah, you'll get to see what I've done. I got, let's see. I got just under 1,800 waves, but that was with my farming setup. Let me make sure. Yeah, sound is going well. Okay, yeah, sound's going well. So yeah, let's go ahead and set up for tourney. I think we can go ahead and do that. I'm working on Fortress Mastery. Go ahead and buy another one since that's getting kind of close. So that now our wall rebuild is 210 seconds, which is nice. I ended up in Greeny's bracket. He got like 11k waves. I'm only 10k waves behind him in 12th spot. Yeah, 11k waves is crazy. I mean, how much time are you spending in tourney versus not farming, It's kind of to the point. All right, I'm going to open up a Dr. Pepper for Dr. Trash Bag. And I think we should go ahead and kind of get set up for the tourney. Let's see, we'll exit battle, surrender. We got some good amount of coins in the bank. I don't think we can level up anything. Some of these are getting close though. But now we need like almost 10,000 module shards to level it up. 8,000 there. So yeah, for those who don't know, I really like to use the shard efficient leveling link. Let me see if I can link it in the chat. It's for those who want to join me in doing their thing here. Let me go ahead and switch over. I'm kind of debating versus Death Penalty or Astral Deliverance. I think I'm going to do Astral Deliverance just on the hope that that will help out with Pulsar Harvester. Now, the battle conditions, Greeny surviving around 7k waves with 0 HP and 0 damage in the workshop is crazy. Yeah, that is crazy, but I guess if your ultimate weapons and whatnot, and ultimate weapon plus your sub mods are really good, I guess you can just keep on going. Okay. Because the ultimate weapon durations are reduced, I'm going to keep in Galaxy Compressor. I've been really bad and haven't been completing a lot of my ultimate weapons, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and change to my tourney dim core. Let's go ahead and I saw some other people doing actually running with Primordial Collapse in their tourney. That was Ryan and G, but I'm going to do Magnetic Hook. Okay, so they're all good to go. Core, Ancestral. We got 213, 210. What's the effectiveness? 43. And we have 6,908 cards left over. Let's optimize. So you want me to take one level from here and put it over here. So I'm going to restore level, skip, put one level here, and then we'll go ahead and max. And then we just have a little less shards right there. Not a big difference. I'm kind of debating on, we could probably restore level if I really wanted to micromanage this and just make them both 201, because I don't think I really need a lot of econ here. I just want to make sure that I'm getting all of these bonuses right. And that'll give me a little bit money back. And then for we want to do cannon. And let's see, 216, 209, and we have a 37% effectiveness, and we have 1,800 and what is that? 65. Okay, it looks like we're good to go right there. Okay, cool. I do have some stones, but I'm kind of saving up for maybe another card mastery. I'm thinking either the nuke or the landmine stun card mastery, just to kind of make my survivability a little bit higher. So speaking of which, let's go ahead and do tourney cards. So since I'm not doing project funding, I'm kind of debating, do I really want to do enemy balance or not? What are the conditions again? Orb resistance, knockback resistance, tank ultimate, massive. So we could get a lot of tanks. Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, that would help with my inner landmines, right? I think I'll keep it for now. I'll go with the put in a ton of extra stuff, right? Ooh, we want to make sure that we have Fortress. What should I take out for Fortress? Maybe Death Ray? You know what? I could probably remove free upgrades instead. And keep Death Ray. Interesting, lots of info. Looks like have a nice pathway to growth. Thanks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, let me know if you're talking about your tower or my tower. I'll try my best to help out, but you know, if you ever go through effective pass sheets, there's so many variables here, right? And so a lot of things to do there. Bots, that's another thing I've been kind of thinking about saving my stones for. I have the Golden Bot Plus and I have the Amplified Bot Plus. It'd be really nice to get the Bot Plus. And for tourneys, it'd be really nice to get Amplify and Bot going with their Bot Pluses. But be even better if I could get them synced. But to get them synced, I would have to buy these two as well. My tower's much weaker than yours, so I haven't seen a lot. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's good that this game is getting more and more new players. It's definitely a game that's easy to pick up and start playing. And I like that it is free to start out. And then if you like it, you can spend a little bit of money to like remove the ads and whatnot. But it really is a hard game to master. Tell you what, this game is pretty complex, I would say. All right, so that's good to go. And then I can show off the new guild I'm in. I'm in a home for active players, mid-game, and later. So yeah, thank you all for accepting me. We have thus far gotten, where does it say? Oh yeah, we've gotten all the points, which is great. My Guardian, I was listening to, shoot, I forget which YouTuber, but he has a lot less resources into fetch so that he could have a third one for scout, and that allows him to go further in farming. I was like, maybe I should try that out. I think I'll actually leave these how they are for my tourney run because I have no points in any of these other ones. So they probably wouldn't help me with much, to be honest. There's no research lab that I have a ton of money in. I think I'll leave those alone for now. It is free to start out, but to get to champs or above, it's either years upon years of playing or spend money and doing less than a year. Yeah. If you want to play catch up or if you want to be competitive, I think is the better word I should be using. I mean, you have to spend money. Like I have more research labs done than Spartan and Tags, but they're kicking my butt because I think they have a lot more stones than I do. I have almost 3.4K research completed. And so like when I started this game a few months before Tags and Spartan, but I didn't play it like 24/7 until like maybe late summer of 2024. But I always made sure to keep my labs going, and so I think I have a little extra buff in terms of labs, but they have a bigger bonus versus coins, and more importantly, stones and keys. I think those help even more. But I'm excited to see how much difference it will be for with those extra card masteries, getting those in there. And those extra card masteries is Fortress, which is going to reduce my wall rebuild time. And where is it? The Energy Shield. I got both of these recently. Wow, you've earned a ton of stones. I'm only at 54K. Yeah, so I'm about 3 times more stones than you, it sounds like. Which is fine. I mean, if you spend money in this game, you're spending money to essentially complete the game faster. If you enjoy this this type of incremental advancement, enjoy the ride, the experience. I'm debating on should I go longer range or not. I think I'm going to go longer range. My total stones is 4K. Okay, so you're a newer player. I see a lot of YouTubers, they have like a baby tower or a free-to-play tower. And I mean, just having one freaking tower is um a lot of my time. I don't know how they're micromanaging two towers. It does sound fun though. But yeah. All right. I think I'm just gonna max that out. 2.5 stones here. Okay, cool. I got a lot of newer players in chat. Yeah, same here. One tower is plenty. Oh, you know what? I don't need to spend a lot of coins in cash bonus because I'm not using project funding. So I might have accidentally spent a little too much there. I usually don't max it out, even though I probably have enough coins to max it out. Oh well. I do need a good amount of speed. I'm new, but not really new. I played many years ago and quit. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, so you got to know what it was like. Because I think when I started in February of 2024, like they didn't have assist mods, they didn't have card masteries, and so it was very much a different game. It was pretty much just ultimate weapons was the main thing there. Where should I put the rest of my coins? Maybe health regen. Probably recovery package. I really don't need free upgrades. Go get some defense absolute. All right, we've spent all the money. All right, let's do a quick check on where we should put our orbs. Probably here is what I'm thinking. And then when bosses get hit by the net, they'll just get taken out right there. 2022. Dang. Just think if you were, not even putting money in it, but just active all that time. I've always been thinking, man, I kind of wish I started this earlier so I could have knocked out a lot of these labs earlier. Although I think every lab I'm working on is a newer lab. Still, there's some older labs that I would like to get done. There's just so many labs in this game. Target priority. Let's see. I think I can get away with just saying closest. I may want to put the ranged ones a little bit closer, just to make sure they don't get any shots off. Surrender. Let's see, I ended these two earlier. But yeah, I'm getting like anywhere between 7 and 9 big Q per hour. For the past like maybe day or more, I'm like, why is my economy lower? I didn't realize I left my poison swamp stun on. And so that kind of messed some things. I started way before, but I'm far behind every count I've seen on YouTube. Yeah. Although I'm seeing more and more newer players in the YouTube space. Like I just saw one the other day where he doesn't even have all of his ultimate weapons yet. For example. Yeah, I don't have to click enemy health level, skip. I got my wall rebuild at 210. Yeah, I don't have to do anything. So we can just roll out right here. Let's see. Maybe I should turn on more things. Boom. Let's do chain lightning, smart missiles, death wave, spotlight. Nice. All right, we got our amplifying bot, just freaking huge, taking up the map. So yeah, looking at the effective pass sheets, if I want to go up in damage, it's saying another spotlight damage, another spotlight range, which is spotlight plus, then 2 clicks into chain lightning damage. I have 5 ultimate weapons. Okay, wait. I missed a few comments. I started way before. The game community is growing, and so do new YouTubers come here. Cool. I'm missing 3 ultimate weapons. I really want to get Black Hole, but it's taking forever to get the stones to grind. Yeah, Black Hole is a really good one because not only is it good for coins, but it's also really good crowd control. Once you have 2 or even 3, if you have the right module, permanent black holes, a lot of the common enemies are just no longer an issue. I'm missing 3 ultimate weapons. I really want to get Black Hole, but it's taking forever. Oh, I already read that one. I have 5 ultimate weapons: Poison Swamp, Golden Tower, Death Wave, Spotlight, Chain Lightning, in that order. No Black Hole sucks. Okay, yeah. I think you get 3 choices every time, right? And so the next time you can buy it, you should be able to select Black Hole. What else are you missing? You're missing Smart Missile and Inner Landmine, and honestly, Inner Landmine is probably not that great until you get some decent damage underneath your belt. And going heavy into Inner Landmines really only makes sense if you have a lot of stones. Do you think I work on Spotlight first, get 3 angle and some bonus, then Chain Lightning? No, I have a 3 out of 4 chance. Ooh, shoot. All right, so Momba anime. You know what? I think they're both really good options. Momba, go Spotlight if you want more econ. Go Chain Lightning if you want more damage and thus more tourney performance. Make that decision on which way you want to go. Usually I always kind of caution on the side of economy. Right now I'm kind of focusing more on damage because right now there's no labs that I can't really afford except for Dissident labs. And there's only like 2 or 3 of those labs left. Well, I guess if you times it by 4, all right. So actually there probably is a lot of Dissident labs left, but there's so many other labs that I'm kind of like okay with it. No, I have a 3 out of 4 chance. Ah, shoot. Okay. Okay, I hope you really get Black Hole. I really like big range, but how high should I set it for AS? Bouncing between champs and legends with GC CL build. Glass cannon. Yeah, I think the consensus in terms of how big of a range is this like 98 meter range. And so that's like no points in your lab. Like you basically have your lab at like 0. And then you max out your range plus the range card. And it gets you to this 98 meter range. And it's like a good amount of range where you get a good amount of range, but it's not too far to where like Black Hole doesn't really overlap certain areas and it's not affecting your bots and so on. But I mean, you do what you want to do, Chow Time. If you want to have a really big range tower, do it. But that's just my 2 cents. It takes so long because I'm at the bottom in plat, and I get like 100 per week in tourneys. Yeah. Yeah, that's rough, but there is multiple opportunities that you can get stones. So there's the 2 tourneys a week, and then there's also the missions, right? And so you get a few there. I don't know if I would recommend spending medals, but you could do like maybe 1 or 2 clicks here to get a few extra medals. I did that for a long time, but that's why I don't have enough medals to max out my amplifying bot and bot. So I really don't know if I should even recommend that, to be honest. But yeah, I want to see if there's a big difference in my wall rebuild, if I can actually notice, and does it help, yes or no? Sang TV, AK, hello, Dr. Trashbag. Well, hello to you. How are you doing? All right, we got 21 people in the house. That is awesome. I think that's a record for me. I think the highest I've ever gotten before is like 11. Appreciate y'all coming in. Now, this time I didn't do project funding because I'm doing Galaxy Compressor. So that should make my Death Wave, inner landmines, smart missiles shoot off more often. I wish it affected Poison Swamp, but it does not. That kind of stinks. Did I miss anything? Smart missiles, Death Wave. Yeah, it does affect Chronofield. Inner landmines, Golden Tower. Not Poison Swamp, Black Hole. Doesn't affect Spotlight. Came from the Discord server. It helps the streamer a lot. Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, that's really nice that Jay Plays and Spartan has those channels to really help out YouTubers. It's a really great community. Most people are pretty helpful. Let's see, my attack speed is 116. Critical chance is 116%. Critical factor is times 559.9. My damage per meter is times 8. Multi-shot chance 65%. Multi-shot targets 13. Rapid fire chance. I don't know. I saw one of Greeny's back to the day, and he kind of talked down rapid fire chance. Maybe it's not as helpful as I thought. I thought this was really good, but maybe not. Bounce shot chance 85.82%. Boss shot targets 8 with a range of 10.95 because I am using Astral Deliverance. I'm hoping that the extra bounces, each bounce has a chance to reduce an enemy's health and attack level by 1. I'm actually not 100% sure if that's true or not, but it definitely helps with triggering more chain lightning. I know that for sure. Oh, you know what? That's why I have AI here. I can ask it. In the tech tree game, the tower, idle defense, does bounce? Why can't I spell bounce? Oh, I'm forgetting the N. Does bounce shots trigger? What is it called? Pulsar Harvester. Oh my goodness, how long have I been muted, guys? Yeah, sorry. I don't know how long I've been muted. I hope I haven't been muted the whole time. All right, I'm gonna have to keep my my OBS up. Yeah, sorry guys. A couple of minutes. Yeah, I don't know why I was muted. Okay, but yeah, rapid fire and bounce and multi-shot chance all counts for the pulsar harvester. And it also every time I use AI, it mutes me. It mutes me. All right, yeah, sorry guys. I think every now and then I have like an internet like spike or something, and I go down for like maybe a few milliseconds, and that might have muted my OBS. I think I've seen that before. But the discussion was: does bounce shot, rapid shot, multi shot, do those all factor in with pulsar harvester? And yes, they all do. Same thing for chain lightning chance. So if you have chain lightning on hit, you have, well, for me, I have a 43.7% chance. And so the more bounces, rapid fire, multi shot, the more you can get chain lightning and pulsar harvester to trigger. Same question, but for the extra hits, thanks to Amplify Bot Plus. So I think it's this. I think it's a yes, but I should get like an extra 12 hits thanks to Amplify Bot. And so that should make a lot of Chain Lightning and Pulsar Harvester. I think it does. We'll see what Claude says. This one I treat as a genuine uncertain. It's a different case from the previous two. Amplify Bus Plus is echoing shot. Tower bullets within the bot range count as multiple bullets. The key phrase is count as. It's one projectile making one impact that's tallied as several, not several projectiles, each making their own impact. Pulsar Harvester rolls each time a projectile hits an enemy. So the straightforward reading. Okay. Huh. The Augich Pass list improvement interaction between Lightspeed Shot, Amplifying Bot, and Pulsar Harvester, all three named together, tells you multiple bullet mechanics and pH do not touch each other in the code, and the devs have been actively adjusting it. But I think this got updated because so that it is affected. Because I remember seeing in one of the updates recently that Pulsar Harvester certain projectile mass was not being calculated correctly, and so they corrected it, and then a already pretty powerful module became even more powerful. And I was kind of surprised that they did that because it was already such a powerful module. But yeah, that's why I'm running Pulsar Harvester instead of Project Funding, just because it's so freaking it's just so freaking good. I mean, look at this, like these bot stats here. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I only hit it once. I need to get the boss in my range. Need to run a milestone run with pH and Amplified Plus on. Then off for another run and check the boss damage. Yeah. Yeah, that's another good way to check it out. I like that idea. Now I still need to go through and update this effective pass sheets. This is the data as of last Saturday. I need to update some items. But yeah, Sang TV says that yes, AmpBot Plus does add more projectiles. So he thinks it does affect pH. Because I remember listening to another YouTuber and he said that it does affect for like chain lightning. So you get, a higher chance for basically or more chain lightnings to erupt. I still haven't gold boxed chain lightning chance. I've gold boxed how many chain lightnings there are. To see if AmpBot Plus is boosting Pulsar Harvester, I like testing for myself when I can. I don't have AmpBot Plus. Oh, okay. Yeah, that might be worth testing then. My tier 24 runs are pretty quick because I can only get like 50 waves. So yeah, after a tourney, I can do a quick test. Also, let's see, for tier 21, I did a how far can you go run, and I got to 4,338, and of course my goal was 4,500. So that was a week ago, so I wanted to try again after I do all my streaming stuff. So I'll probably start that, walk away, do some other stuff, and see if I can get to tier. I can get to wave 4,500 because at tier 21 you get a relic that gives you 10% research speed relic, and that's pretty darn handy. All right, we're getting close to where I died for my farming run. So yeah, switching over to tourney modules, tourney cards, respec for tourney definitely does help out. AmpBot Plus sounds very powerful. I just need to make more medals. Bot presets will make it easier. Oh yeah, bot presets will make it so much easier. Because for me, I always prioritize economy, so I never had any of the damage bots. And then I think Bot Plus is pretty powerful because it can buff up Amplify Bot Plus. I went for the Golden Bot Plus. I probably should have done Bot Plus just so I could have a little bit better tourney performance, but it is what it is. Oh, I forgot to show y'all my bracket. Let's see, I got someone with 2,830. Got someone just under 200 or 2,700. So last time I got to 2,700, so I'm hoping to get around here-ish. I'm hoping to get somewhere between 2 and 4. I don't think I'll get first place, but I'm hoping for second place. We'll see if we can get there. Let's see, I saw a ding. I started AmpBot cooldown lab once presets were announced. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have Golden Bot, AmpBot, and BotBot. All of those labs are done. I've done a few of the Thunderbot and the Flamebot, but both of those are nowhere near done in terms of research. But you can get a few levels pretty cheap and quickly. They start out pretty cheap in both coins and time. Yeah, that's why I did that extra range, just to kind of keep the tanks and bosses at bay. I know if your inner landmines are well developed, you may want to go shorter range. That way, when an inner landmine explodes, it also affects the enemies on the other side of your tower. But I do have a good amount of stones in inner landmines, but they're not as well developed as like tags or Spartan. Definitely not as well developed as Bonzo. I think Bonzo gold box everything. Am I muted again? My microphone is showing that it's seeing my volume. Oh, never mind. Okay, thank you. Yeah, if I'm not talking, ask me a question. I probably just ran out of things to say. Yeah, sounds good. Thank you. What keys in your bracket? What keys in my bracket? Um, well, right now I'm currently ninth place, so I'll get about 6 keys. But I'm hoping for second to third place. So I think that would give me about 20 keys. I know first place is about 25 keys, and I think it's like 20 keys for second and third, and I think 15 keys for fourth and fifth. Oh, well, I can click the view all prizes. Yeah, duh. Yeah, 25 keys for first, 20 keys for second, 3 to fourth is 15 keys, and so on. Yeah, the stones, man, look at that. Between 16 and 24, 25 to 30 is a big drop. Look at that. Damn. 15th place has 1,197 waves. But then there's a big jump to 14 to almost 1,500 waves. Big jump between 16 and 15 as well. Yeah, there we go. Level reduction. 103 level reductions took about 33.8% of its health. Yeah. Pulsar Harvester is great. I'm kind of surprised for the research. It's telling me not to do any of the module research. So I think there's something wrong with how I put in the info in this new update on the effective path sheets. Because usually module researches are pretty high up there. All right. Thank you, Big Bass. You have a great day as well. I'm at work, so I can only watch your stream. Yeah, you know when Tags and Spartan and Tequila Man and all them stream, a lot of times they're streaming when I'm working as well, and so I can watch what they're doing. But yeah, I can't touch my tower. My tower is running at home. Okay, yeah, yeah. Last minute turnings are good. Get a little extra farming in. Doing a second run, I got 1,598 waves and champs, sitting fourth. Going to test Astral Deliverance at max range. First run was, what is that, Amplifying Shot? Yeah, Amplifying Strike. Not Shot, Strike. First run was AS at max range. Okay. Yeah, just don't do it last second. There's been some people who try to get it right at the very last second. But usually that's for joining a tourney. All right, I should probably drink some water. Dang. Yeah, I've never tried a super long range. I think I did it once and it was like 127 meters. I think that was the furthest I've ever gone. But you eventually get to the point where your black holes basically do nothing. But if you don't have a permanent black hole, then maybe that could be a decent method. What are the minuses and pluses of going longer range, like 177 meter versus quarter range, like 43.5 to the 8 meter in the tower? I don't have is that inner landmine? Chronofield plus permanent black hole or anything. Okay, well it might be good for you then. I mean, you got to test it out. I mean, I'm constantly testing things out as well, especially for farming runs. Damage per meter is a big one. It scales on how far the enemy is from your tower. So a building starting at 177 meters is generating more meaningful large per shot numbers. The rain card mastery also adds a damage per meter multiplier, so the two reinforce each other. Several other ranges scale off of tower range rather than being fixed. slow aura and chronofield radius, orb distance, and various other ability ranges all scale with tower range. Bot coverage does too. Amplified bot's range is amplified by tower range. If you're running Astral Deliverance, it bounce bonuses is 3% of total range, which is about 5.3 meters at 177 meter versus 2.6 meter at 87 meter. And anything that triggers on a boss entering tower range, like Plasma Cannon, Energy Net, Magnetic Hook, fires that much earlier. Practically, you also get far more shots into the enemy before it reaches the wall, which helps lifesteal, knockback, kiting, and raw survival on a push. What long range cost you? The single nastiest drawback is it determines a fire distance of enemies that deal range damage. At 177 meter range, enemies park at the edge of your bubble and shoot you from there, while outside of your orbs, landmines, and shockwave, you extend their engagement window without exceeding your ability to physically remove them. I didn't even think about that. So at a longer range enemies might become more difficult. There is a lab that can reduce enemy range, and that's been very helpful. So for me, I have this like little yellow dotted line so I can see where range enemies need to go. And so I've done a few of those labs to kind of pull in that yellow line so that range enemies have to fly further in. Just because I was having such a issue with range enemies. But so far, I've been having a little less of an issue. But every time I die to a range enemy in like a tourney, I'll do more of those type of researches. The orb interaction is another trap. Orb distance adjusts with tower range at less than 1-to-1. So orbs sit progressively further inside your range as the range grows, with the workshop orb minimum of 60 meters. At a very high range, you open up a wide dead band between orb ring and your range edge, where enemies live, fight, and die, without ever touching an orb. Blender and Frogger builds? I've never heard of a Frogger build. Depends on enemies being pushed into the orbs. Okay. Yeah, but I think we're talking about turning. We're not talking about farming. You don't have to pick permanently. The range lab has an adjuster letting you select. Dial up farming devo or anything orb based. Dial it down to 43.5 to 6 meters. Okay. So yeah, test it out. If you don't have a permanent black hole, then yeah, you might get a benefit from that. Basically, anything that would make you want to have short range, I'm missing. Okay. I'm still EHP farming at tier 11 or tier 12. Yeah, I remember being stuck at tier 11 for quite a while. That's just one of those stopping points. I think tier 18 is another one where you're stuck at tier 18 for a good amount of time. Let's see here. I think something that I might have done incorrectly was copying over. Let's look at laboratory. It's like as if it thinks I'm done with yeah, I still have a lot of these labs, and I don't know why it's not telling me to do these labs. It's really weird. And then I think I kind of messed up copying and pasting. I don't know if that's affecting my worksheets. Because I just kind of copied and pasted over here. I do like a copy, paste special, values only. See if that fixes it. It's still thinking. Let's give it a second. I'm stuck in tier 7. Yeah, you know what? With Dissident runs, I think it's kind of a double-edged sword. It gives you some really good bonuses, but it also makes it to where you want to stay at a lower tier farming-wise because you want that utility bonus. But at higher tiers, you get more module shards. So it's kind of like, and reroll shards. So it's kind of like, what do you want more of? Coins or module shards and reroll shards? For me, I don't really need reroll shards anymore because I got cash card mastery and what was the other one? Enemy balance card mastery. So cash card mastery gives you makes it to where like elites will drop reroll shards, and then enemy balance card mastery makes it to where there's a 60% chance of getting 2 elites. So every time an elite spawn, there's a chance for it to get like a twin, basically. That overcharge is living for a good amount of time, but I think I can tank it for a good amount of time. Yep, there it goes. All right, so we're in the 2000s. We're going pretty strong. Oh, it's recalculating something. Effective pass sheets, it's thinking. But yeah, I'm in the 2000s. I still have my wall, still have my energy shield, still have my demon and nuke. Whoa, what's going on? So maybe that was the issue with my my workshop, maybe? Yeah, because it's like recalculating everything. Holy cow. Yeah, it really wants me to do some of those super crit multipliers. And of course the dissident echoes. But yeah, if this doesn't fix it, I might just have to maybe redo the workshop sheet. See if I can fix it. See, I heard a comment, but I don't see it yet. What level is your Chronofield Plus? It is maxed out. It is level 13 out of 13. I love me some toilet bowl. So yeah, the especially with the update way back when they made it to where I think it's, what is it, after wave 1500, they kind of start reducing your damage and health. So you kind of need more CC so that more of your stuff can kind of build up on the enemies. How many D levels did I get for my enemy level skip? 270? Okay. Could be better. It was very nice. Yeah, I really like it. Thank you. And it just helps with a lot of things. It makes it to where they pass through Poison Swamp and get stunned more, get hit by more air landmines, get stunned more. So there's more stuns, there's more damage. I saw that Zephyr is, I think he's starting to go into Poison Swamp. And if I look in here, effective pass sheets want me to do Spotlight and Chain Lightning for quite a bit. And then, oh, actually, then it's Inner Landmines. And then Poison Swamp. But this is totally different than the previous version I was doing, so I'm kind of hesitant. It seems really odd that it's doing this. You gotta take effective pass sheets with a grain of salt because it kind of just helps you on what is good right now, and it doesn't plan long term. Like it would never, it probably wouldn't tell me to max out Chronofield Plus, but I think Chronofield Plus really did help me. But because it's not technically damage, because it's not technically econ, it doesn't really tell me to do Chronofield Plus. So it's not 100% guide, but it has made me think about a few things critically that I probably normally wouldn't think of. And I think that's why YouTubers are so popular in this space. Is it's a pretty complicated game, and you kind of need to talk about it and get 3 or more people's opinion and understanding on certain things for you to make your own decision. Like I think a lot of people thought Bonzo was not doing a smart thing going inner landmine focus, but now that's like the new meta. And I think inner landmine focus for late game players is pretty good for farming because it allows enemies to take damage only when they're getting close to the tower. So enemies are taking damage when they're within the black hole. And as long as you're killing enemies, when things get tough, inner landmines is one of the few things that kind of keeps up with with a lot of enemies. So as you're killing enemies, you're making more, and then with the chrono loop, you're stacking up that damage. And I do have the AoE card mastery, so those explosions are huge. So we're damaging and stunning a lot of enemies. What other ultimate weapon pluses do I have? Great question. I do have Chain Lightning Plus, but honestly, I got that when I misunderstood what it did. I thought it was going to do, like here, max 100 hits. So that would give me a 15% enemy health removal after 100 hits. But no, it's current wave HP. So it would be 15% of this. But bosses and tanks, even elites have more health, and of course fleets have more health. And so for fleets and bosses and tanks, that's kind of like a tickle. That's less than 1% extra damage to them. So I didn't realize that. So my bad. I know these are really good against like protectors and common enemies, but for the most part, common enemies I don't really have an issue with. What else do I have? Chronofield Plus, Inner Landmine Plus. Inner Landmine Plus, I have it to level 6, so I'm getting an extra 12.5 times per second charge. I have Golden Tower Plus, that's maxed out at level 14. And Spotlight Plus at level 4. Oh, holy cow, I didn't realize there was 19 levels to Spotlight Plus. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, Spotlight Plus is a underrated one, I think. Boost Spotlight damage bonus by 0.05x of your damage per meter distance calculated per enemy. Yeah. And Spotlight amplifying damage against enemies inside. And my understanding is that affects ultimate weapons as well. And so as you're boosting this damage and your Spotlight, plus you're kind of just increasing all the damage. And yeah, I don't have a full 360, but I have a decent angle. What is my angle? 74%. I'm getting some extra percent thanks to my module effects. Okay, my inner landmine ring is not as nice anymore, but that's okay. That just means some more of those inner landmines will be produced out here when enemies die. Let's look at my econ list. What is this trying to tell me? Assist module generator. Okay. I'm kind of surprised that Dissident Echo is so down here. Free upgrades. Oh, it wants me to do more of my enhancements. Yeah, that's fair. And the reason why it's telling me to do free upgrades is because I farm with Black Hole Digester, and it takes your free upgrade chance um, to grant extra coins. And so the higher your free upgrade chance, the more coins you get thanks to that module. That's why it's telling me that. And then with stones, it wants me to do another click for the generator, and then Deathwave cooldown. And then tons of generators, then GT duration, generators, GT bonus, generator, GT cooldown, Deathwave, and so on. Assist module substats generator. Okay. Yeah, I mean, more econ better, but yeah, I don't know. I just spent a ton of stones getting that last click into Golden Tower Plus, and so I kind of want to spend some stones on more damage, basically. Yeah, with Tank Ultimate, it's just going to be constantly eating up my inner landmines. But luckily, inner landmines does a big explosion AOE, so not a bad thing. Tank Ultimate Battle Condition is definitely one of my favorites. It's not 100% negative because it brings in some tanks so that my bounce shot and chain lightning can go out to other enemies. And so, because of that, I think bosses and elites will be less of an issue. Oh, we got a commander. Yeah, with getting the Fortress card mastery, my shield should be up more often, and thus that inner ring of inner landmine should have more time to charge up. So I'm hoping that makes me more higher survivability. And I think it does because I have the wall invincibility lab fully completed. So I think when you get your wall down to the max, which is 150 seconds, you're basically, if your wall keeps on getting demolished, basically as soon as it comes back up, you're invincible for like 6% of the time. I remember one YouTuber doing the math and saying that. Yeah, I'm getting random phone calls. From numbers I don't know. What first card mastery I should open, you think? If I max my cards, or not worth because I still have to open Chrono Field? Yeah, I mean, definitely like max out your gems, or excuse me, max out your cards with gems. Um, in my opinion, at least it used to be before all these dissident runs, which kind of changed a few things. It used to be you pretty much had to get all of your ultimate weapons and then get GT plus before you could even afford card masteries. But with these dissident runs, you might be able to get around that now. But yeah, I would max out your cards in terms of gems. I wouldn't worry about card masteries until you get GT plus. I know the RCP, the recovery package, and the free up mastery card masteries, those are pretty decent, even if you don't put that many research levels into them, because you get a decent benefit even at 1 to 3 levels of research. Because the first few researches aren't that expensive, but the last like 2 or 3 are pretty expensive. But I think with dissident runs, everyone's making a lot more coins per hour. Yeah, Ultimate Weapon Plus, way after card masteries now. Oh, really? Is that the... Okay, I'm behind the times. Yeah, because you do get significant rewards with card masteries, but you have to buy the card mastery and then basically do a few weeks to a month of research. So it costs time and coins on top of the stones. And so I think that's why they're worth it in terms of how much benefit you get per stone, but that's because you're also putting coins and time into it. But yeah, I think because of dissident runs and assist mods, you're able to start card masteries a little bit sooner now. Oh, something killed my wall. Now I don't know what. I didn't see what killed it. But yeah, I have an extra ring of 10 inner landmines right around my tower. So we can definitely get a lot of landmines going. Because of Tank Ultimate, my Space Displacer ring of inner landmines are having a trouble getting back up and going. I want more stuff for better tourneys, so I might just open Chrono Field and upgrade Chain Lightning. Before that, I'm not sure. Yeah, Chain Lightning, you can get a lot of damage for not that many stones. And then Chrono Field will allow you to basically crowd control and allow you to get more hits. Oh, wow. What the freak? I had like 3 energy shields and it just freaking dropped all of them. Huh. I don't know what that was about. I'm going to slow things down. That's kind of surprising because I have energy shield card mastery, so it should push enemies away. And so I would think I would only lose 1 energy shield at a time because it would push enemies out and destroy projectiles. So yeah, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, with Chrono Field, it is really good, but you have to put in a lot of stones to make it like permanent. And you have to put in a lot of stones to get the maximum speed reduction. So Chrono Field, it is a big stone commitment to get really good. Whereas Chain Lightning, you can get a really big damage bonus from not that many stones. Bottom of plat, I think Chrono Field is too early. Yeah. Yeah, if you're in bottom of plat, I don't think you have enough stones to make Chrono Field permanent, right? Oh, my demon mode popped off. I didn't see what caused it. Go Chain Lightning and do some module labs. Yeah, unlock Shatter Shards, then get RPC Mastery. Need Econ for all of that. Yep. I think Momba Anime there. Some pretty good advice. You're getting 200 to 250 billion a day. Yeah, Sang TV is right. Chronofield costs a lot of time and stones because Chronofield has a lot of research as well. Although Chain Lightning has a lot of research as well. But I think the bonuses that Chain Lightning gives you is a little bit quicker. And then you can use labs to kind of continue making that Chain Lightning really powerful. Got a lot of explosions going on. Look at that. I love it when I see Amplify bot and bot overlap. As you know, you're getting a big damage bonus there. I started Module Labs already. I go from tomorrow with my wall health maxed, and then Module is starting. Yeah, I don't spend money on stones. Yeah, that's fair. Because this game, man, like $60, that's like a whole video game. Like, they're asking a lot. Like, if it was like, 5, 10, $15 for a stone pack, I think that'd be a lot more effective in my range. They want $60 per pack. Like, that's a whole video game. That's a freaking lot. Like, I have another gotcha game, and you get like some decent rewards just for throwing them $5 twice a month type of thing. I'm like, yeah, I'll throw you $5. This is a fun game. But yeah, $60, that's a lot. That boss got its level reduction hardcore. I could see its max health just get reduced so much. That level reduction is really going hard. If I'm lucky and survive 8,700 waves in tier 7, I get around 66k cells and 488 trillion coins. That's all. Good enough to keep all labs at ×3. Nice. Yeah, Dr. Trashbag, on tier 12, I can get about 110 trillion per hour, which is 2.5 Q a day. For masteries, my cooldowns are only at 150 seconds. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, and I mean, I would do the whole, what tags coin to student loans. So, like, whenever I respect back into farming, after my tourney, I would start a module lab and kind of doing the same thing for dissident labs. And so, you know, it might take me a good 2 to 5 days to farm enough coins to get all the coins back that I just put into that lab. But, you know, you just do it to get those special labs done. Ollie, there's just a big chunks of tanks just roaming around. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, what I do is every Saturday after my tourney, I do a achievement run. So I try to see how far I can go for getting certain achievements. Sometimes that's just one run in one tier. For me today, I'll do a run in tier 24 and I'll do a run in tier 21 to see if I can get the tier 21 relic. So yeah, like once a week or like every other week, I'll try to do an achievement run. Oh yeah. Yeah, chain lightning is definitely a cost-effective way to get your damage up. What tier are you in again? You're in tier 7, Moab anime. Yeah, I think honestly I thought the oh, but you're saying tier 15. Yeah, once you get to tier 12 and higher, um I think, I mean, for me, the transition was trying to get into tier 12 and trying to stay in Legends. I needed to switch from a more EHP focused to a more glass cannon CC focused. I mean, I was always hybrid. I always did what I thought was best, but I was definitely more EHP focused at tier 11 and below, and then trying to go into tier 12 and legends and tier 12 and higher. It's just the enemy's attack just got so high that it's just really hard to tank. There's still ways to do it, and I think you can do it up to like tier 18, 19 if you really want to max out all of the HP things. But yeah, tier 20, 21 and higher, there's just so much damage. It's just so hard. I can reach easy 5,800 waves in tier 10 without farm setup. Okay. I keep on seeing that it wants me to do research in the super crit. Well, shoot, my nuke pack went off. I thought I was going to go further. I thought I was going to get second or third place, but it looks like I'm probably going to get fourth place. All four of us have tier 24, but not that many waves. So, yeah, I think maybe they have a better setup for this unique battle condition. Let's go ahead and do our smart missile storm. It is a genuine. So for super crit multiplier, on both tower shots and ultimate weapons, but its valued is gated by 2 other stats, and the math is less dramatic than the big numbers suggest. Super crit only rolls if a critical hit already succeeded, and your total multiplier when the super crit lands is a critical factor times super crit mult. Workshop gives you 120 levels from a base of 1.2 with a plus 0.1 each, capping at 13.2. On top of that, the enhancement, which requires 50 trillion coins spent on enhancements to unlock, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Damage dealing ultimate weapons bake crit and super crit into their damage directly. So ultimate weapon damage equals ultimate weapon multiplier times core module multiplier times damage times parentheses 1 plus critical factor times critical chance times parentheses 1 plus super crit multiplier super crit chance and critical chance. Okay. Landmines use the same structure when game applying its average crit and super crit. Factor based on activation. On the numbers, 80% crit chance, 200 crit chance. Okay. With the enhancement fully pushed, okay, which is substantial. All right. My Deathwave cell bonus is running now. Nice. Yeah, when I'm trying to do anything related to time because it's important, like Deathwave cell bonus is maxed. Yep. It gates everything if your crit chance isn't near. Fixing is far cheaper. Okay. Going 11 is roughly 9. Okay. Returns are close to linear once super crit multiplier is large. Going from 10 to 11 is roughly a 9% damage gain, not a doubling. There's no breaking point you're racing towards. If you're running a ultimate weapon damage or push build, it's worth the Q. But as background research, not something to rush with gems, since each level raises the ceiling of workshop upgrade. The lab doesn't do anything until you have the coins to buy the workshop levels. It unlocks. Okay. All right. I have 116% crit chance and 51.4% super crit chance. I can max out workshop and have a good 360 levels in the enhancements. I've been stuck at around wave 160 in Legends. Should I be pushing Chain Lightning or save for Poison Swamp? I'm missing Poison Swamp and Smart Missiles for ultimate weapons. Ooh, good question. Good question. I think I would need to see your tower. I think Chain Lightning or Poison Swamp are both good things to move forward on. I think at first Chain Lightning, and then when you get to higher levels, you're going to need Poison Swamp for its stun. So I think at first Chain Lightning, and then you'll need to start looking into getting Poison Swamp eventually, because that crowd control is super handy. With those numbers, you're in a completely different regimen from a typical player. And the answer flips. Super crit multiplier is now one of your highest leverage stats. Oh, really? Shit. First, a correction to the wiki text I quoted earlier. Fandom says that enhancement adds a ×1 on unlock and 0.1 per level. With 400 levels for a ×5 multiplier, those two figures don't reconcile. Cross-checking on, I guess, another older document, values 300 levels for a ×4 multiplier confirms it's only 0.01 per level. So at 300 levels, okay. So your effective super crit multiplier, 13.2 times 4.6 is 60.7. Yeah, I mean, I have 61.5. So maybe that's from my research labs that I'm getting that little extra bit. Your super crit term, equals a 32.2x. That term multiplies every damage dealing ultimate weapon and every landmine. For the ultimate weapon formula component, a typical player running max workshop with no enhancement sits at 3.1x. Roughly 10 times that. That means for the lab, the +1 in terms is now noise. Oh, the +1 in terms is now noise against your 31.2. So the relationship is effectively linear. A 1% increase in your super crit mult is a 1% increase to all ultimate weapon damage, landmine damage, and tower damage. No diminishing returns, no breakpoints. This makes the lab worth the queue time, despite the duration, because it's 40 levels raise both the increments and the maximum of the work. Okay. Already maxed the workshop, so the lab is the only thing that can raise the ceiling further. Oh, wow, okay. Finishing enhancement to 400 gives you that. Your 116% crit chance. Super crit only rolls if critical hit succeeded, so crit chance feeds it to formula's probability. Everything above 100% is doing nothing for damage. You're carrying a 16 points of dead stat. I disagree. I don't think it's a dead stat. Oh, I died. I figured I was going to die soon. But I was really interested in how it's calculating this. But I think this is wrong, because I think your percentage does calculate into the multiplier, right? And so it gets in there. All right, so I got 4th place. I'm only 20 levels behind Skits here. I can maybe do another run. I know I put too much money into cash bonus. I don't know if I could, if I remove some coins there, if that would give me any meaningful advancement over here. I don't think so. I could, for shits and giggles, try a project funding. I know one of y'all asked me to do a test with and without Amplify Bot Plus. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Oh yeah, here's my dissident runs. It's not until tier 18 do I not have a full stack. And my ultimate weapon dissident runs seem to be the hardest, because without ultimate weapons, a lot of things don't happen. And I think a good chunk of my stones, I think the majority of my stones is in ultimate weapons, and that's why. So I think to offset this, you would probably need to put more stones into your assist mods and your bots. I think that's a way to get around that. All right, let's do a battle with Bot Plus, with Amp Bot Plus. You can go ahead and max out. I don't think I need to buy anything. Guess I could buy that. Wow, I have a super crit multiplier of times 116. Damn, okay. But yeah, basically I just get killed right away. It's just like, how long can I survive with my freaking demon mode? Oh yeah, I do have enemy balance and summon. It might be better not to have those for this, but I'm not 100% sure. Mm. Oh, I sorry guys, I gotta be back here in a sec. Right there. Yeah, hey guys, I forgot the pest control guy was coming in today, so I just the gate's already unlocked. I just opened up the garage. I've been seeing some cockroaches in the garage, but knock on wood, I haven't seen them in the house. But if they're in the garage, I'm kind of worried. So got an exterminator. I have a service. They come out like every other month and spread around, and usually it's a great job. But seeing some bugs in the garage, which makes sense. It's getting kind of warm. How far did I get? I'm assuming I already did one run. Yeah, okay, so I'm not gonna get a big upgrade there. Let's look at a boss kill and see if we can't read the amount of amplifying plus hits or the de-leveling, right? All right, let's pause the game. So yeah, we got 373 or an 88.9%, so basically 90%. Wow, look at all those chain lightning. Look at that. All right. And then when I die, I'll go and turn it off and do another run. And then we can see how much amplifying plus helps out there. Done. Damage IS owned equals damage, cash, coin, health regen, IS, and ST. Changed my name from Lamb, by the way. Okay. Keep a buffer. Blah 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 blah. Points of headroom is cheap. Insurance 16. Okay. Super crit chance, super crit mult are mathematically symmetric in formula, so raise gives you bigger percentage. Oh, we had another boss die. Yeah, 391. Okay, so that's pretty consistent there. All right, so let's go. Bots. Okay, and then well, I can do. I don't know. Should I turn it off or well, I have free respec. Let me just respec. So I'll still get the benefit of amplifying bot and bot. I just won't have amplifying bot plus. I think that's what we were discussing. How many more hits are we getting, and does that affect Pulsar Harvester? And so I should get a little extra duration, which is nice. And actually, I should probably get a good amount of extra duration. Okay, yeah, that was significant. Alrighty. Let's check it out. So we got about like, what was it, like 390 hits and about 90% extra damage, right? Really? Hmm. There we go. So 214. So yeah, we got like an extra 170 hits. Huh. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if it's fully factoring in there then. Yeah, but remember, I think after 100, it says that it has diminishing returns, right? One after, yeah, diminishing returns. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything underneath my sleeve for definitely not to get to third place or second place. I don't think I can pull something out to get me an extra 200 waves. Um I know I kind of misclicked and accidentally did too much in cash bonus, but I don't know how much that would actually bring me over here. So I think that's gonna be it, guys. I will do a tier 21 build because I want this relic, which gives you a 10% research bonus. So what does this do? Orb resistance, death ray resistance, thorn resistance, knockback, armored enemies, plasma cannon, protectors, ultimate, take ultimate, boss ultimate, fast ultimate, ray, scatter, vampire mass, and so on. But since last week, I have gotten this lab up almost to max, and I got fortress. So plus all the extra coins, plus another level or two in my modules, plus some other research. Like, for example, enemy level skip reduction. Um, this reduces that battle condition, right? And so that's pretty important. Um, oh, that's actually a little bit more expensive than I thought it was. Yeah, that relic will be nice. You said you wanted to try project funding. Yeah, but honestly, I don't think project funding is gonna be as good as the other one. Um, I think I'm gonna need my Galaxy compressor, or else I'm gonna get no chrono field. So I think I would have to switch that out. I would have to. Hmm. But yeah, I can give that a try. Did I get a lot of coins? Is there anything I can spin it in? Not a whole lot. Um, yeah, we can give that a go. We can give that a go. It's only ten gems. Oh, now my security system's gonna go crazy because there's a guy walking around. Yeah, here with all of the cash that I'm getting from enemy balance and summon, um, it may outdo some of that reduction in oh, maybe that's who was calling me. I saw it as a New York number. Oh yeah, they texted me. Okay. All right, they also leave me a voicemail. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's who was calling me. I was like, who is calling me on a Saturday? Yeah, I totally forgot the pest control was coming. I might have said already, but I found some crickets, some cockroaches in the garage, and a camel spider. Have y'all seen a camel spider? These things are freaking gross. They are, yeah, mine was more tan. Luckily, mine was probably more of like a toddler or teenager because it didn't look this big. But okay, it's also called a sun spider, scientifically known as solifugi. Well, originally I'm from Texas. Yeah, I'm from the Austin area. Then I moved to the Dallas Fort Worth area for school. Then I moved to Phoenix, Arizona for work, and then now I moved to Albuquerque, New Mexico for work. But still like Dr. Pepper, and Dr. Pepper's pretty popular all around the United States. They are fierce desert arachnids. Oh, so they are spiders? Despite their common names, they are neither true spiders nor scorpions. Man, they have like 1, 2, 3. I think these 3 are legs, and then like these are considered like antenna. They look like legs. They grow up to 6 inches long and run at high speeds. Oh, this guy wasn't running that fast. He was just kind of cruising, but I think he could see me and he ran away. Yeah, and so I looked him up, and once I saw non-venomous, I was like, okay, so they don't really harm humans. Although if you try to pick him up, he'll probably bite you. So just, you stay out of the way. Oh man. Ooh. Yeah, let's watch one attack. Eyes. They have 12 eyes. Fine hairs. They have long, fast-moving legs. Hot, dry deserts. Wow, they catch insects and rodents and lizards. Urban legends greatly exaggerate their size. Okay. Yeah, look at that thing. Oh, what the freak are those? Like suction cups. Here, let's listen to him. What are those? What are those? Now, I'm sure this is nothing compared to what is it, All Clouded? Because I know he's in New Zealand, but I know Australia is known for some crazy animals. I wonder if New Zealand I just kind of know for like really green, really mountainous, and like a lot of like sheep. I don't know if they have crazy animals. Oh, look at that. Oh, man.
A unique arachnid with the strange presence of a pro wrestler and the body of an animal whose parts were scavenged from an invertebrate salvage yard. Massive size, lightning fast speeds, and pincer-like jaws capable of crushing any prey its size. Meet the beast in today's video, whose structural
It's eating a bird?
is matched only by its hostility.
Holy shit. Solifuge. Okay. I
Some
mean,
animals have a reputation
I'm
of hide
so
and shake.
bigger than him. I think he would just run away from me, right?
Gary's business.
And they eat other pests, so I was kind of happy he was there. I'm like, okay, well maybe you can eat uh the cockroaches and crickets that I'm seeing in the garage. Now, when I see the crickets and cockroaches, it's just their dead bodies because I do have pest control come out and spray every other month. I'm lucky to be alive. I mean, they're just 6 inches long.
Many Americans are familiar with them based on photos that came out of the Iraq War in the early 2000s. A giant desert spider with a leg span somewhere between the size of a pack of cigarettes and a full-grown man's
See,
calf.
I mean, they're like holding
This turns
them.
out to be a trick of forced perspective.
I mean, they might bite you,
Rumors that
and it
they
will
roamed the
hurt,
desert
but it's not
swinging
gonna,
and
like,
jumping on camels,
you know.
and that they would hide in ambush in sleeping bags, ready to inject.
At the same time, the next day, you probably forget about it.
U.S. military troops are hardly the first to fuel camel spider
Oh, no.
lizards.
Oh my goodness. Oh, they made a movie with these? What?
They're known as haarskeerders, or beard trimmers in South Africa, because some people believe that if you sleep on the ground, camel spiders will come out and cut your hair while you're sleeping and use it to line their nests. In North Africa and the Middle East, legend has it that camel spiders nip at the bellies of camels until their intestines fall out so that they can eat them, or lay their eggs in their stomachs. None of these camel spider
Alright, gotta be right back. Alrighty, I am back. Sorry for that. What's this black box I'm seeing? Huh. Let me double check that real quick. Okay. You're lucky to be alive. Is your argument the guys who signed up for war are holding them, so it must be safe? Good point. Good point. Yeah, sorry, that took a little longer than I thought. Because I was telling him that I was struggling with the weeds in the backyard. I was able to keep the weeds from the front and side yards, but the backyard, oh man. I think I did a good chunk of it last weekend, but I look back there, I'm like, oh geez, like not all the weeds died from spraying. I'm like, oh, okay. So do I go around and pull? But it's just like every year there's more and more weeds. So he said that his the company that he works for also does weed control. So I was asking him about details on that. They wanted like 150, 160 bucks per treatment. I'm like, dude, like I got a little suburban house. Like I don't have a lot of yard. So like that seemed a little much. I could buy those chemicals on like Amazon. And I was kind of thinking about doing that, like getting some of the stronger stuff on Amazon versus the weak sauce stuff that they sell at Home Depot.
That's true.
Yeah, let's look at more camel spider stuff.
Camel spiders are not spiders at all. They're solugipids, aka sun spiders, false spiders, wind spiders, or wind scorpions, in recognition of their rapid movement, and Egyptian giant solgupid. They are more properly known as solifuges, and they belong to the order Solifugae of class Arachnida. These arachnids generally inhabit warm and arid habitats, including virtually all warm deserts and scrublands in all continents except Antarctica and Australia. In America, you'll find them in the United States. All 1,150 species have 8 legs and 2 body sections like spiders, scorpions, pseudoscorpions, ticks, and mites. But they're different enough to belong in their own order. At first glance, it appears that this desert spider has 5 pairs of legs, for a total of 10 legs. Camel spiders, on the other hand, only have 8 legs because they're...
My old video's going viral.
Old is clearly gold. Tag it to earn more. All you need to do is head to content on YouTube
Commercial.
Studio, open an older video, tap edit to tag your featured products, search it, hit tag.
Their leg-like appendages are known as pedipalps. And one pair of those 10 pedipalps is employed for sensing rather than moving, especially since their most crucial sense is touch. Furthermore, camel spiders are aggressive, and the 2 major differences between spiders and solifuges are that spiders have venom and silk glands, whereas solifuges don't. These arachnids are available in a variety of colors, including brown, yellow, and red. The largest camel spider has a leg spread of 6 to 8 inches, which is substantial for a spider, and they appear to have little to no interest in humans. According to Britannica, the body length of a camel spider ranges from 0.4 to 2 inches. Most solifuge species only have 1 pair of eyes, which are rather complex in structure. Chelicerae, which resemble pinchers in appearance and are required for capturing and crushing prey, are among the solifuge mouthparts. Solifuges moisten their prey with digestive enzymes with the help of chelicerae, resulting in the formation of nourishing liquid that is absorbed by the mouth. Most solifuges are nocturnal, and they dig burrows and shelters. When excavating, not only strong limbs can be used, but also chelicerae if the soil is very dense. The length of the finished burrow can reach 12 inches. Solifuges are extremely fast.
Look how fast he is.
Can run at a top speed of up to 10 miles per hour.
Holy cow.
And seem to be able to run for as long as you care to chase them, which makes them the fastest terrestrial invertebrates. But with an indefatigable body comes a metabolism that requires near constant fueling. So camel spiders eat a lot, but that doesn't necessarily explain one solifugid behavior: mass ant assassinations. For some reason, camel spiders will sometimes go after an ant's nest, just tearing ants in half left and right until they're surrounded by an enormous heap of sewn-in-half ant carcasses. Some scientists think that maybe the camel spiders are killing the ants to save them as a snack for later. Another explanation for this behavior could be that The camel spiders are trying to clear out the ant nest in order to find a nice place to escape the desert sun. But
Wow, look at that red
it's
one.
still a mystery as to why they do this. Another theory could be that the camel spider in this video could be dispatching with soldier ants in order to eat the larvae and the pupae the ants were guarding. These don't bite, and they're super soft little squishy protein and fat bombs. Solifuges are very voracious predators, and various insects are their main prey. The most important hunting tools of solifuges include pedipalps. They're covered with long, sensitive hairs that are the main organs of touch. Also, there are special organs in the pedipalp tips, resembling suckers.
See, he's
allowing
just
the
like
solifuge to catch
playing with
very
them.
cautious prey. For example, grasshoppers. Due to dexterous limbs and lightning-fast reaction time, solifuges are able to single-handedly attack colonies of ants and termites and devour them in vast numbers.
Hmm.
A scorpion is a very dangerous opponent. Just one hit from its venomous stinger is enough to kill a solifuge. But the solifuge does not attack the scorpion from the front, but instead tries to go around and grab it by the tail. When the solifuge succeeds,
Damn.
the powerful Chelicerae disable the venomous weapon of the scorpion, and it becomes easy prey. Small spiders, such as even venomous ones like the Black Widow, have no chance of winning in a fight with a solifuge. Camel spiders eat each
Yeah, Child Time has a good point. I think I said something similar there, Mr. Piccolo. You probably want to start with Chain Lightning and then slowly move into Poison Swamp and Chrono Field. Because first you need the damage, because if you don't have the damage, then the crowd control isn't going to really do much for you. You need the damage first, and then you use crowd control to give you more time to allow your damage to do stuff. Or else you're just going to get a ton of enemies sitting there not dying. So yeah, I agree with Child Time there.
other too. They're extremely territorial and top predators in arid ecosystems. They eat other predators in the same size range as them or a bit larger, including vertebrates. For example, lizards. Chelicerae can easily bite through the strong skin or even crush small bones. Large solifuge species are capable of killing small mammals, for example, mice.
Damn.
They even hunt birds that have chosen an unfortunate place to rest. Some species have such a fast reaction time and well-developed pedipalps that they're capable of catching flying prey.
Damn.
Solifuges have the most efficient respiratory system of any arachnid, which allows them to live a very active life. Malleoli are unusual, seldom studied organs found on the hind legs of solifuges. They're utilized for touch and also are sensitive to specific substances, which can be useful when hunting for a mate. Camel spiders mate via copulation. Having found a female, the male uses Chelicerae to open her genital pore. The male then deposits a spermatophore containing male sex cells and injects it into the female's genital orifice with Chelicerae. After some time, the female creates a hole in which it lays her eggs. In some species, the mother protects the clutch until the eggs hatch. Once the spider eggs hatch, the baby camel spiders, called spiderlings, immediately begin hunting for small insects. Females give birth to approximately 50 to 100 baby spiders at a time. The eggs mature and they hatch in about 3 to 4 weeks if they survive hungry predators. Predators that might feed on these eggs include wasps, ants, and beetles. Camel spiders typically live about 1 to 2 years unless killed by predators. Common predators of camel spiders are lizards, toads, bats, birds, and scorpions. These animals also don't last long in severe heat, so to protect themselves, camel spiders will burrow underground to escape the high temperatures of the desert. Despite their sinister
Yeah, I mean, I would rather a camel spider than a scorpion, because scorpions can sting, and that fucking hurts, man.
reputation, solifuges don't really pose a serious threat to humans. They rarely attack first, but when handled carelessly, they defend themselves fiercely. Despite the fact that solifuges are non-venomous, Chelicerae of large species easily bite through the skin and can even infect the wound. In the wild, solifuges are often tracked.
So infection is still an issue, so if you do get bit, wash the wound really well. Oh no, I don't want it full screen.
The shadows cast by humans, which is mistaken for aggressive behavior. Most solifuge species live in places that are not subject to significant human impact, and their numbers remain pretty high. For any arachnophobic out there, we're sorry, but these spider scorpion looking big horror movie material unique beasts are just, they're just so cool.
They're just so
green
cool.
and cute and cuddly. Anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Oh, that guy was pretty funny. All right. I think we made our point. All right, how are we doing? I think we're doing pretty good. I think more damage is good, but eventually our damage starts to get reduced, right? So we'll see how it goes. Mm-hmm. Kind of surprised it's not showing anything with the modules. Let's see if there's anything that maybe I didn't click correctly. I do wrong. Uh, okay, let's go to modules. I like maxed everything out. So I wonder if that is not the correct way to do things. Mismatch. Okay. This is the, like, where I put everything. And then I thought this is, like, where you put what you want. Hmm. I'm really surprised I don't have any of the module items. Plasma cannon. Oh yeah, chain lightning's doing a lot more damage now that we don't have the level reduction. We have a lot more damage. It's still thinking. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know why it's not doing modules. Yeah, not seeing a path. Make sure you enable and quit relevant assist mods. So something didn't go well with the modules, I think. I need to lock it. Ah, that did it. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay, that fixed it. Cool. It's kind of weird that just one little click kind of messed things up there. All right, so you want me to do canon for research and substats for canon for research. Okay. Then here you want me to do substats for canon. Well, I guess that kind of makes more sense now because we were just talking about how bounce shot, rapid fire, and multi-shot, they all increase how many chances we have for level reduction from Pulsar Harvester and for Chain Lightning. So I guess maybe that's why it's prioritized so high. And then Cannon is just such a low level. Okay. So this made more sense. This is what I'm more used to seeing. A lot of stuff for the modules, which is great. That means that there's a lot of like low-hanging fruit. And then the more I level up my modules, I think the better they will do for that ultimate weapon dissident runs. Ah, shit. I don't think I put my bots back with amplifying bot plus. Oh man, this run might be a wash anyways. Shoot. Yeah, Elno is right. I just didn't think about that. So I might not be getting as much chain lightning as I think, or for sure reduction in my inner landmine effectiveness. Yeah, and then someone said, "Oh, I thought you were going to try with the project funding," and I thought they meant the tourney, which I can definitely do. I'm going to do both basically. I'm going to take out Galaxy Compressor and put in Pulsar Harvester, and yeah. But yeah, this makes a lot more sense. Me not seeing any of the module stuff did not make any sense. So that's good that I'm seeing it now. ePass would be really good for all the assistant module stuff. Yeah, because with the assist modules, there's so many options. It's kind of like, where do I go? And so I do think this helps out. I need to update what I have done. I actually haven't updated what I've done in the last week, but I did update it to the most recent effective patch sheets version, which is good that I got that updated. And then I'll probably go through and update what has changed since last time. So what has changed since last time? We'll need the module one. And we'll need the lab. We won't need that one. Yeah, we'll need the lab one. And do we need anything else? Player stuff. We'll need player stuff because I think I made some good advancements in the dissident runs. What else? Lab, already got that. Ultimate weapon? Maybe. Not 100% sure on that one. Themes. Bots. I kind of want to look at bots to see if maybe I should just do like the bare minimum for the fetch and then get Scout a little leveled up. But I think I was just going to wait until I have Guardian presets, to be honest. Relics, I don't know how much that actually changes the calculations here, to be honest. If you get a 2% extra bonus to damage, does that really change the order of getting whatever? Yeah, the only thing different with cards is the research level. Although you might be right. I don't know if I put in the new Fortress Mastery. Oh, I told it that I have every card mastery just so that it would show me when I need to do the lab, and then I would use that as an indicator of, okay, I need to get that card mastery. So yeah, I don't think I need that one. I just need to update the lab, which I had the lab one open. Vault I did update while I was putting in everything. All right, I think I got everything ready to go. Got masteries. I'll update this guy. What is this? This is laboratory? Okay, yeah, that's labs. And this is player stuff. Yeah, so I will update how I did on my dissident runs. Yeah, I don't know how helpful that is, but I think that way, when I see that, hey, it wants me to do, like, for example, here it wants me to do like a health mastery lab for my health card, for the health card mastery. Like, oh, okay. So if I wanted to get more health, then I would probably need to buy this health mastery card. And so that's why I got the health regen card mastery, for example, because that really did increase my health regen. And honestly, I just got that to help with my attack dissident runs. Give me a little bit more beefiness there. Okay, level 6 on Fortress Mastery. I've been doing these enhancement researches just to kind of help me out because they're so expensive. Energy Shield Card Mastery, this one's almost done. And so I'll save up some stones and probably get Nuke and or Landmines done. Card Mastery here in the near future. Just to kind of help with my survival. Yeah, I started doing card masteries and then I got distracted by assist modules. I got distracted by Inner Landmine Plus. I keep on getting distracted. But, Nuke Card Mastery and Landmine Stun Card Mastery, those help with enemies, basically not hitting you as much, and so you can survive a little bit longer, but you need the underlying damage to take them out to fully make use of that. How many card slots do I have? I have 27. That's I've bought all that I could with gems, and then I have all but one with keys. And I think you need like 40 or 45 keys to get the last card slot. And I'm like, I don't know if that's worth it for me. Shiny things, yep. I'm starting to get hungry. I'm debating on what I should do for well, I guess dinner. It's already getting close to dinner time. Ooh, that sounds good. I think I was gonna make some tacos. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Wow, look at that. I got 2 trillion cash in the bank there. So yeah, all that extra cash should be giving me a pretty good damage bonus there. Man, those tanks are piling up. Holy cow. that kind of closer to the edge. The orbs. That way it'll smack the boss a little bit more. Looks like the boss is still, it gets net pretty close to the edge there. Yeah, there we go. Boom. The tanks are getting close enough to where they're taking out that inner line of inner land mines. Oh wow, 2 overcharges. I mean, for me messing up and not putting Amplify Bot Plus, we're actually doing pretty well. As I say, as Nuke erupts. I don't know how, but that boss got pushed out. It's interesting. AD at 177 meters did 100 waves less than the AS at same range. Okay. Thanks for testing that out for us. All right, I'm going to put AmpBot Plus back in. I think it did give us a lot more duration for both BotBot and AmpBot, but I think that AmpBot Plus is definitely worth putting a ton of stones in. Or, oops. Man, I'm just making so many mistakes today. It must be because I'm hungry. Okay, AmpBot. Which is just like a max button. Okay, so that's now fixed. And then for my long run with tier 21, I'm going to use Pulsar Harvester. But first, let's update our things. Okay, so for Dissident Boost, let's see, for Ultimate Weapons, it was times 6.98. Let's see what it is after I update this. So it's just below times 7. So, oh, that 22. Okay, so it is updated for this one. Oh, wait. Tier 21, I actually have 105. Okay, so that one. All right. Let's look at utility. I have times 4.61. Yeah, they only gave me a 0.01 so far. Hey. Okay, so far I've only gotten a 0.05 update. Let's see if any of these help out. Okay, that was a good jump. Oh, I still haven't done attack or defense dissident runs here? Interesting. Okay, so these are pretty updated then. Okay. All right. So it wasn't that big of an update, I don't think. But it was a slight update for Econ, I guess. Now let's go to Research Labs. Okay, attack coin. Yep, that's the same. That's the same. Now it's 73. Attack is now... No, that's level 17. Ultimate weapon. Ooh, that one I did get another level in. Nice. Super crit. Yep, that's good. Nothing there. Ultimate weapon research. Yeah, I don't think I got anything there. Cards. There we go. That would be, let's see, Fortress Mastery. I did get a few levels there. That's level 5, researching 6. Oh yeah, free up. That's level 3. And then Energy Shield. We're now at level 8, researching level 9. Let's just go ahead and say that's level 9. We'll get that done. Just so that it is completed. Oh, why didn't it darken? Oh, there we go. It just takes a second. I don't think I got anything in perks or bots since last week. Anything? I don't think I got anything in debuff enemies. Okay, I did get a few in here. All right, cannon. No. Assist module substats cannon. That's the same. That's the same. Here we got up to level 12, researching level 13. Substats core. Okay, I did get that up to 13. Okay, so that's now done. And then I think we did get a few more enemy level skips. So now we are at, I think it's level 5, researching level 6. Cool. So now that is done, or updated. Here, 216 to 209. Armor, we got that up to 221. Okay, and then here, let's look at assist numbers. So 99, yep. 60, yep. 15, 21. Okay. And then we'll go to here. Yeah, see here, I haven't maxed out chance. How much more do I have? Next is 206. So yeah, we still got a few clicks. Each click is 1.5% more. I don't think that's really needed though. I think I get enough. I think I got enough in the chance, to be honest. Okay, inner landmines. Did I get anything there? Next is nope. All right, so that is good. Yep. And then here next is 900. Oh, I did get another click into that, huh? Okay, good to know. Okay. No, next is 220. Okay. Next is 247. Next is 860. Okay, so I think we're updated then. All right, it still says to do substats cannon and then do spotlight damage. which is weird because I see both Spartan and tags. They've really buffed up their like substat efficiency on their generator and core, and I think that's to get like an extra inner landmine and other module effects, basically. I'll leave it for now. I'll kind of think about it, and I'll get some more stones tonight, right? So if I go to perks, why did I remove that one? That must have been a misclick. Yeah, we can take that one out. Take that one out. Okay. I think we'll take out Defense Absolute. So I would want probably cash to be way up there. So the sooner I can be making more cash, the sooner I could be getting extra damage, right? All right. I would like to have max black holes. Let's get that up there. Extra spotlight damage is always good. Extra orb is good. Enemy speeds is good. Yeah, let's get chain lightning up there. Let's get damage up there. Bounce shot is always good. What else? Inner landmines. What else do we need? Make sure that we survive. Swamp Radius might be good. There we go. All right, so that should get us a good... So yeah, the highest wave I've gotten is 4,338, and I think I have made significant progress, so I believe I should be able to get up there. Let's go ahead and look at our enhancements real quick. Anything else I can grab? We'll probably just grab some recovery package. Sell bonus, there we go. All right. Let's do it. Let's try to get that that new achievement. I will run this on the side. I'm not going to sit here and watch a 5-hour game. So yeah, thank y'all for those who joined the stream. Thank y'all for those who are still here in the stream. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. Cheers.